What is up everyone, Talon here, and welcome back to another training video of sorts. And once again, just demonstrating some of the things that are available to you for airsoft training purposes. What I'm gonna be doing is, first of all, I'm gonna be doing just a innate, right out of the box, before I've done any shooting today, I'm gonna do 2 into the A box and then 1 in a small little credit card outline that's right above that A zone at about 20 feet. Just seeing where I am cold at the start of the day, and then as we progress throughout the day, I will end with that same drill, just to see how I've improved or what things I need to consider in my period from, as I go home and sleep. Not good. So what we're going to be doing today is going to be more movement-based drills. Some of the things that I think airsofters naturally take away from participating in the game is being able to shoot and move either on their feet or being able to transition between targets more consistently and more accurately compared to even some real-world shooters, right? I'm not talking like compared to Jerry Michalik or even Travis Haley or even any of the other big gun tubers, right? They spend a lot of time behind their rifle systems or even behind pistols, knowing where their point of aim needs to be and just moving between targets, right? But I'm talking like everyday Joes. That is the difference between airsofters and normal people, myself excluded maybe. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a, just starting off at this target over here, just a natural pull and just getting warmed up. And then what we'll do is we'll going from target A to target B. We'll do things such as one shot, 1R1 or 2R1, and then back to 2, so on and so forth. So we'll just incorporate some movements, either going towards the targets or even away from the targets. We'll also be moving laterally back and forth. So we're just gonna have some fun with it. So one of the things that I personally really like about my current setup, I probably am a little bit backwards up here, putting my MC Kydex AR magazine in front of my pistol mag, but I'm also of the mindset that I'm going to be prioritizing my rifle setup before my pistol setup, which will incorporate rifles in just a little bit. But right now, kind of just warming up with pistol, just getting that natural drawdown, getting that confidence. And maybe even you have your hands on your hips here, or even crossed. I'll even do like a fun one here. Now you could throw your magazines in this situation. However, I like to practice magazine retention, especially when it's in the environment of airsoft, because what happens is I may be in a situation where I'm going to do my 2 shots, do a reload, and then I might actually be moving into a different room or environment. So if I drop my magazine, then we've got an entire AO. In some cases, it's like the Muscatuck Training Center. That is a large facility, and if I need to backtrack a lot of my steps going between building to building to try to find where my magazines are, I might just be screwing myself by just losing all these magazines. So my habit when airsofting or utilizing airsoft stuff, I just retain magazines. I get when it comes to like law enforcement, you can drop your magazines because you're not going to be moving far from your engagement area, right? You're always going to have backup. You're always going to have people that are going to come assist you. So you can do the drop and then come back to your magazine, or at least wherever you drop your magazine, that area is going to be secured. Gentlemen, while I'm sitting here having a little bit of a water sippy break, I want to remind you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing a couple more videos as well about these airsoft training options, all the things you can do with them, and why it is super advantageous. However, you may also like to see some of the gameplay featuring some upcoming products. I have here in the back seat a pre-production, a beta test model of a new HPA engine We've got some gameplay featuring it, and then we have an overall like test. We've got a couple of accessories that we're going to be dropping into it, so on and so forth. Long story short, I've got lots of things down the pipeline that I think are going to be a lot of fun, and maybe you might find informational or just entertaining. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, comment below what you've got in your pockets. You know, what is your EDC? What's in your pockets? Let me know down in the comment section below. But let's see what the next drill is. Okay. You can also practice, if you're doing this more as like a self-defense type of scenario, you can practice your 2 shots, doing a reload, looking at that target still, doing the reload without having to look at your workspace right in front of you. So you can memorize or at least retain information about the target if they're starting to move on you, or if they might be grabbing for something, if they duck down. You know, this is all pertinent information that you might miss if you need to go and work right here. So many trainers will suggest putting your pistol right in front of your face. I get it. Passively, you can get a lot of that information working here, but this also is a huge block of object that is right away in your peripheral. So if target over here, this guy, not the one I'm looking at right here, but this guy, if he's sneaking up on me and comes around a corner, I might miss that because I've got my pistol right here. So I just try to do it passively, personally. The only downside with Airsoft is that if you get like a little bit of your thumb here and you're doing like a normal grip on your pistol, so you make sure that this is in focus for you guys. So if you're doing a normal grip on your pistol, it could be that the slide's not going to lock backwards. Releasing my thumb, now it locks backwards. So unfortunately, with real pistols, you get a lot more spring action in your magazine. 96 in this little pocket right here. This little clearing, we're at 96 degrees. All right, so for this drill, I've got here the one that's inside of the pistol. It's empty, but I have a single BB that's loaded into the breech. So empty magazine, a single round, and then I have a fully loaded magazine. I've also got my handy dandy speed loader in my dump pouch here. So what I'm gonna do is make sure that these are good and locked into place. So trying to get a good grip. Now unfortunately the pad of my thumb here was preventing that slide release to get up and engaged. So swap magazines. All right, let's try that again. I gotta get my hand all the way off the pistol there. And then my slide release hit before I was ready. But now let's do this weird thing. We've got some good tall grass, so I feel okay, especially since the fact that we're missing all of our base plates. So I feel good about doing a little bit of a toss. Let's just try one of those for you guys. Let's do transitioning shots now. So now that we're all good and warmed up, now we can do some of the really cool and fun things, such as shoot, transition, shoot, right? And we can even do, we can get really crazy close. So right here, I'm within, with my arms outstretched, maybe about 5 feet, so 6 feet of my, 6.5 feet of my target. So I can do really close up transitions and just have a lot of fun with it. Just a couple of sticks on the ground just to show me where the line is. So what I'm doing is I'm creating contact and then I'm stepping Now what's really rough about this is that once I get to a point where I have to like start over rotating my body, then I just have to start working on walking backwards as I'm shooting. So part of doing this airsoft training stuff on your own free time without having to go to the range is that you can put yourself into an uncomfortable position where you can physically push yourself almost to the breaking point, but not quite there. And I keep talking about it, but the advantage with doing this stuff is that you can hang out with buddies and challenge each other with different types of drills. You can push yourself to the limit. You can put yourself in different positions, go and do crazy things that a normal range would 100% not allow you to do. So that's one of the cool things about utilizing Airsoft as a training platform. You can push yourself, you can do the crazy positions, you can do the crazy drills. You saw me, one of the previous videos, going out of my vehicle, shooting in my vehicle and then coming out. Like, we don't need to have a burned down vehicle or a broken down vehicle that is pushed onto a flat range in order to do a lot of these drills. There's a lot of advantages to utilizing Airsoft, and I'm just showing it off. We've got a couple more drills that I would like to do with a different rifle that's actually going to be in a future video as well. So you might see a little bit of an overlap as far as footage there. But we're gonna wrap it up with some more of the AR and then bring out this other rifle that I have down here as well. So while I'm setting up for this next drill, you may have noticed at the beginning of this that I've got this little protector sleeve over my forearm. No, I didn't hurt myself. I actually am just protecting a tattoo from getting colored up, and I'm gonna add another one right next to it. So just protecting my skin for some fresh ink. And much like the protection this is offering, if you want to have a good protective holster made by Milwaukee Custom Kydex, go to mckydex.com. Huge thanks to him for providing the space here for us to do these videos, as well as offering a 15% off coupon if you go to his website in the description down below. Talon_Meyer, 15% off of your order if you go and check his store out. Oh, so natural. With that, let's get right into the drill here. So I'm gonna do 3 and then transition, do 3 more. I feel like I'm getting low right there. Oh my goodness. All right, one of the last things we're gonna do today, other than doing that to the chest, one to the head, and see how good and accurate I am after getting good and warmed up. Not just warmed up, but hot. Oh my goodness. That sprinting has done me in. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do and work on our transition from strong hand to weak hand. So we're gonna do rifle primarily because that's what everyone cares about. Oh, my safety is getting sticky. So happens, oh my goodness, that felt good, that felt good. All right, we're gonna do a clean sheet of paper. I guess we might as well just do a clean one right in front of me, and we'll do that to the chest, one of the head, see how good I progress throughout the day. So as of right now, I don't have a way for me to tell you what the original accuracy shots were for my first shooting. I'll have to replay it back once I get home, but rest assured, if I do worse, I will owe you the 50 push-ups. However, if I do better, you have to subscribe and you have to go out and get an Airsoft replica for you to do training at home. Ready? Aww. Aww. All right, here's what we got. So, hit, hit, hit. So I got one Charlie, I believe that was. Got an alpha and an alpha. So right away we got 2 out of our 3. I know I was shooting over